every good boy deserves football, or you can say every good boy does fine. So learners, welcome back to today's lesson. Yeah, I'm Sam Martins, teacher Sam Martins, or you can call me Sam Martins one. But today we are going to look at a musical Grand Stave. I believe this one is taught in junior school. Yeah, that is grade 7, 8 and 9. So when we look at Grand Stave, just Grand Stave is the combination of the two staves that we have talked about, which is the treble and the bass staff. So when you combine the treble and bass, you get what we call a grand stave, which includes middle C. So why are we combining this? Because we always know that the treble stave, this one is for high pitches, wanawake, the female voices. Then now this one, which is also known as bass staff, is for male or lower voices or lower pitches. Okay. So when you combine this one, treble staff and bass clef staff, we get what we call a grand stave. The plural of a staff is stave. Okay, S-T-A-V-E, stave, grand stave. And now that one we have also a line that joins together. There is a ledger line here, which is called middle C, the ledger line in between the two staffs. In the exam, they can ask you, what is the ledger line in between the two staff? You know very well, this is middle C. And when you write the notes, you will come to notice that these notes progressively will just be moving swiftly from bass clef to treble stave without even having the breakage or something. So let me show you also something. When you look at it like that, another example, and the notes that we have, we say, when we look at the notes for bass staff, of course we say this is not E. We say on the lines we have these notes, every good boy deserves football, or you can say every good boy does fine. Though this is the formula or mnemonic for the notes on the line for the treble. Every good boy does fine, or you can say every good boy deserves fruits, or every good boy deserves fudge, every good boy deserves football. Then when we come to the notes on the spaces, you can see we always have the notes on both spaces and the lines. That is the musical rule on the staff. So these ones were on the lines. This one, for every good boy deserves fudge or football. But now on the spaces, we have these notes, F-A-C-E, and it gives you the formula of the word face going upwards. Remember, this is the first line, the second line, the third line, the fourth line, and the fifth line. So we count from coming from down, going upwards, progressively from number 1 to 5. Face is in the space, and now which means this one is not F, this one is not A, this one is not C, and this one is not E. When you look at every good boy deserves fine or fudge or football, when you look at that one, you will also come to notice that this one is not E, this one is not G, this one is not B, this one is not D, and this one is not F. Here we said we have another line, which is a ledger line. We say this one is known as middle C. So we come after middle C, we come to bass staff, where we have good boys does fine always. Good boys does fine always. So this is the notes on the line. Remember the other one, we say every good boy or good body does fine. But now here we say good boys does fine always. This one on the bass staff. So which note is this on the line? This is not G always. Then this one is not B, this one is not D, this one is not F, and this one is not A. On this one, when we talk about this one is F clef staff. And F clef staff is also known as bass staff. Then we go to the notes on the spaces. We have all cows eat grass, and I repeat, all cows eat grass. This is the formula for the notes on the lines or in the lines. So which of all stands for A, cow stands for C, E stands for eat, then eat stands for E, then grass stands for G. So this is not A, this is not C, this is not E, and this is not G. In general, this one we call it grand stave. So in the exam, if they ask you to draw a grand stave, just start by drawing. At the upper part, the rule is always that on the upper staff, it is always a treble staff. Then lower, we have a bass staff. So don't mix and start drawing a bass staff on the upper side, then treble staff on the lower side. Why? You will be wrong because we always know that these ones are higher pitches, the treble is higher pitches, then the bass staff, this one is the lower pitches. I believe you have understood this lesson. It has been short and swift, but I appreciate also your time. So let me also work with you on the board. Just come and do it on the board with me from the scratch. To draw a grand stave, this is how it looks like. And you must start by drawing a treble staff. So we draw, sorry, my ink is not inking. Sorry for this. Sorry, just a minute. And I will use a different ink. Let me use this one. Yeah, better. So you start by drawing here. You draw your treble like that. Always 5 lines and 4 spaces. 5 lines you can confirm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Then insert here. You insert your treble stuff at left like that. After that, come and also draw another 4 lines down here. 5 lines, I mean, and 4 spaces. Like that. Like that. Very good. Then insert here bass clef stuff. Like that. So this one is treble. This one is treble, and this one is bass. Then we need them to be one. We just join them using one line, like that. And also this side, like that. So when you draw them like that, you have accomplished already like 3/4 of the work. Now what is remaining here in the middle, we said we have a knot, and you know that middle C. This one is middle C, but let's write also the knots on the line. We have knot E, where we say on the line we have the formula every good boy. So every good boy deserves football. Remember that is on the line. So we have knots E, G, B, D, and F. And when we go to space, on the spaces we have face, F, A, C, then which one is there? E. When you look at it, it is very progressive. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Very progressive. It is going upwards. Then let's come to this one. The next one now, which is best stuff. We start with good boys. Good boys does fine, but always. So the notes on the line we have G, B, D, F, A. Then in the spaces we have all cows eat grass. All cows eat grass. Can we also try and see this? Very progressive. When we come to G and start A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A again. So that is it. So after G, if you want to notice that these notes are progressive, using the middle C, you can also simply continue. And the last note on the line is A. After A, we go in the space. Remember, the notes are written in the space and lines, and we have a line here. This ledger line. Ledger line is also considered a line. So if we continue, in between the ledger line and this line, we have a space which has not indicated the notes. Let me write using different inks so that you see how it is progressing. So from A, we go to B. After B, we go to C. After C, we go to D in the space. And after D, we come to E. Do you see how it is connecting? Very progressively. So that's how a grand stave looks like. And when you do your work like that, you get all your marks about the Grand Stave. Thank you for watching. I have been your tutor for online. That is Sir Martin's Musical Touch. And make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, welcome them, and say we have goodies here online. See you next time.